Welcome to the Ready, Set, Show podcast with DT and Lette. Ready, Set, Showtime. Welcome to the Ready, Set, Show podcast, episode 50, Lette. Fitty.
True fitty.
And guys, it's good to be back with you another week, man.
Oh, yeah?
I tell you, I had a ball last week,
Dude,
Lette.
last week was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, it was really fun, and we like to thank Kristen. Mo and Ben made an appearance there in the background, which I think I amplified their voices enough, like I was telling you, that you would hear them. So, man, it was really a blast, and I had a great time. But
I haven't laughed that much on an episode in a long time.
I really haven't either, and I bet a lot of people think, because it was one of our more serious episodes, I felt like we didn't really go over the line where we clowned it too much, but we were genuinely being serious about it.
Oh, yeah, we were, because Kristen, she did some hella research. Like, it surprised me how prepared she was. So
I know there was more things she wanted to say, so we'll probably have her back on to do a part 2 of that, because I know there was some things she said she missed.
Oh, yeah, do it Aliens 2.0.
Aliens 2, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And, but I had a great time. It was fun. And from that, guys, from that episode, we're going to have a new layout that we're going to talk about shortly. But, Lette, tell us what you've been up to, man, since that last episode.
Well, since the last episode, just work. I'm back on third shift now, so hashtag team no sleep again. I just got off work about an hour ago. And, I had a cookout Saturday that someone was supposed to go to, DT.
I was in a coma.
He was in a coma, basically. Had a bunch of food, had a blast. Everybody came out.
I'm a shitty friend.
No, man, I understand having to get your sleep on and not feeling all good, because
yeah.
I'll give you this pass once.
Yeah, I've had that pass a few times.
But, besides that, this has been the same old work, sleep. Been watching some Game of Thrones. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
No, I haven't got to start it yet, because HBO wants to charge a ridiculous monthly amount for it on that Amazon Prime Video. But I am going to get into it. I'm just biding my time.
I'm going to say, this is the last season. So, there's 8 seasons. I did not get to watch the episode last night, because we're recording on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
And where I had to go back to work last night, I was kind of pissed, because this was supposed to have been like one of the big battle that we've been waiting on. And Kristen's just like, it'll change your life. So I'm excited for it. It's like 83 minutes long.
Nice.
So it's the Battle of Winterfell, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, me, I got Mortal Kombat 11, which
Hell
we'll talk
yeah.
about a little later. Me and Kinsley actually loves the game, like I was telling you for the show. And every time she has me pick Devorah, it's kind of fun just sitting there. I've kind of let her play a little bit of
Hell
it,
yeah.
so we've been having fun. We were wanting to go see the new Avengers. And by the way, to you pieces of shit that spoil movies, like, I can't stand when people do that, dude. Like, come on, man. Think of at least give it maybe a 2-3 weeks a month before you start spamming up the comments and shit about it.
I'd say a month to 2 months.
Now, I luckily have avoided seeing anything, but I was playing Fortnite with this guy. It was talking about people doing that, and then he proceeds to tell me that 2 characters die in it, which I kind of knew that a little bit, and that it would be the last Avengers. And I was like, damn, dude. I really hope that's not the last Avengers. I'm just going to state that for the record. I'm a huge Avengers fan, but I get at some point
it's gotta
will
end.
have to come to an end. But
yeah, I feel your pain on that, because like this last season of Game of Thrones is bittersweet for me too, because I'm like, finally get to see how everything plays out, but it's my favorite TV show. Yeah. So it's gone after this.
Yeah, and yeah, we were hoping to go see that, we weren't able to, and then like I said, I've just kind of been down, man. Look, my legs have, guys, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the show, but I've had this issue where my legs down to my ankles and my feet, man, they just out of nowhere started swelling.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple things here. I've been to the doctor, the ER, a couple times over it and stuff, but I mean, man, there's sometimes, it would swell up and it would be okay. I could still move. Well, this time, like I was telling Letty, it swelled up real bad. Well, I was talking to my neighbor about it, dude, and he gave me this fucking pill. And you don't think, like, hey, I mean, dude, it was like I took a damn, not as, I told you a Xanax, but I started thinking about it. What was it? What's those damn pills? Starts with an S, not a Soma, but, that Seroquel.
Oh, Seroquel, yeah.
Knock you out for like a day or two. Like, luckily I took a half. So, but he was like, man, I knew it would help you get some sleep because I told him I wasn't sleeping a lot. And I told him, I was like, you put me in a damn coma, man. And that's why when you called, like, I vaguely remember it calling. And then I remember I seen the text with an address. And I was like, what the f? Yeah, and then I was like,
you were like,
send
me the address. We'll be over there in about an hour. And I just send you the address. And you never showed up.
I felt so fucking bad, dude. I felt horrible.
I understand, man. I figured you had something going on that, like, you didn't feel good. Or maybe Young and Over didn't feel good. Or Darcy didn't feel good.
I mean, if I would have been good to go, dude, we definitely would have won, at least me and Kinsley. But yeah, that was kind of my weekend. We've had fun. There's a lot. I really did want to go see the Avengers, but guys, let us know if anybody y'all seen the Avengers or the last episode or the episode that Letty's talking about of Game of Thrones. Let us know, man. Give us your take on it.
Sure. I know EJ went and seen the movie because she left the cookout and she's like, "We're gonna go watch the last Avengers movie," and I'm like, "Well, have fun," because I've never seen an Avengers movie.
Oh my, really?
I have not.
Oh my God.
I've not even seen the first one.
Dude, you've got to watch them.
That's the same reaction I get from everybody. Everybody's like, you have to watch them. They're badass. And I'm
they
like,
really are.
It's like, I might check them out one of these years.
Yeah, like kind of back in the day, they would redo those superhero movies, and they would be cool.
Yeah.
But man, now with the technology, it's just like on another level. But the Avengers definitely one of my favorites, so I'm really anxious to see the movie. But Letty, we're doing things a little different.
Stir the pot some.
First off, episode 50. This is a big deal for me and Letty. We made it to 50.
Woo!
I'd like to thank everybody that has rode with us up to this point, to the few people that have helped us here and there with just, small to big things, whatever. If you've shared the podcast, the episodes, whatever, told your friends about us, we really would like to thank all you guys.
Oh, yeah, thankins.
We always said getting to 50 would be a big deal to us. And, of course, me and Letty, we celebrated 20, 30. 40.
Yeah, I know, right? We kept celebrating every 10. Sometimes we'd celebrate every 5.
And we had hoped to do this with Mo and Ben, but due to some scheduling stuff going on with me and Letty, we weren't able to. We're going to try to get Mo and Ben on next week. Man,
definitely.
We haven't done an episode with them in a while, and we always have a blast.
Oh, yeah, we always do.
But seriously, guys, thank everybody that has rode with this podcast, believed in us. And again, man, we got a small crew, but it ain't about that to us, man.
No.
It never has been, never will be. One day we hope to get enough people supporting us that this could be our job, or hell, I don't give a damn if it was a part-time job.
Oh yeah,
just where we could do episodes more than once a week. You know what I'm saying? And that's our goal. And I'm proud of you, Letty.
Oh, I'm proud of you too, DT.
Thank you for believing in me and the show. And
hey, I gotta thank you for the opportunity. I've had a blast this past year. So
and guys, like I said, man, equipment has held us back from a lot of the stuff we want to do, and I haven't had a lot of communication with my brother, who we really are hoping to bring on. But we are getting things in the works. We're going to start having people on the show more, and like I said, here in the next few months, we'll have our equipment resolved, and we'll really be able to kind of do the things that we want to do.
Oh yeah, we got a lot in store, so hopefully, and also, we're kind of working on a new logo. Once that gets settled, I'll definitely have merch out.
Good call. I'm glad you brought that up, for sure. We like the Lips logo. Don't get me wrong. I like all the logos so far.
Oh,
but
yeah, same.
I like the black and purple one, but I feel like we need one to kind of overtake those two.
Oh, yeah.
One of them just dope, badass ones that we can make our official logo, and those other ones can kind of become, just logos that we maybe use for sections on our web page or whatever. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with those logos.
I love them.
I do too. The Lips one that Drama
Definitely
made
badass.
is still my favorite, yeah. We're not going to pay no crazy ass amount for one, but hey, if somebody maybe he just wants to voluntarily make us one, that's always cool. But
definitely. We like freebies.
I mean, we'll buy one.
Yeah.
Just don't be crazy about it,
Yeah.
dude. Like, I'm not gonna pay you $100 for a logo unless that logo is gonna take us to the next level and help us start getting paid. And hell, even then, I don't know if I'd pay $100. Don't get me wrong, a cool logo is important to us. It's just right now we don't have the funds to shed out a lot of money for one.
That logo, like as soon as we put it on our Facebook, we immediately get like 1 million followers, and then I can like quit my job.
Yeah, exactly. But guys, what we're gonna do now, we had so much fun, like we can't say it enough last week with Kristen, and even the episode before.
K Money.
Yeah, K Money.
She gets so mad at me when I call her K Money.
Oh God, I know that's gonna stick. I knew it.
Oh my goodness, K Money. She's like, no,
it's funny though.
Oh,
it was
exactly.
Funny. But what we're going to do now, guys, me and Lette were talking, and I was thinking the other day of just how fun the episode was, and as I was editing it, and it just seems that when with the segments, now the only segment that, our favorite, Let's Have a Rant, let me state up front, we're keeping that.
Oh yeah, we're still going to rant. You're still going to hear us bitch about certain subjects and topics. It's good. It's still going to be here.
But we will not be doing like segments anymore. We just feel like if we just, hey man, just get a talking points, just stuff we want to talk about, no particular order.
Yeah.
We're going to be random as hell, and like you're going to hear on this episode, we just feel like it opens the door, it takes a lot of pressure off of us. Not that the segments were really anything negative, but I felt like just how things were flowing so freely last episode. Yeah. It just felt better. I noticed that even when it comes to us on the mic, there wasn't a lot of mess ups and hiccups here and there and stuff.
Wasn't stuttering as much because I know I do that.
Oh, I do it too. But I mean, I just figured, hey man, let's switch it up. This is episode 50. Let's change things up.
We're over the hill, man.
Yeah, we're over the hill, and like I said, let us know, guys, if you like this way we're doing things, if you like this how you'll hear on this episode, if you like it this way, let us know. If you prefer the segments, let us know. If enough of you say, hey, we like the segments better, guys, go back to that, we will. But we really just feel like, especially the things we talk about, I think this will be a lot better this way.
Because it's how we talk more naturally. I mean, yeah, we bounce a lot from topic to topic.
We really do, yeah.
But at least if we do it this way, I'm pretty sure we'll get our opinions and our ideas across more.
Yeah.
And then that way we can go on to the next thing and talk about it, instead of sitting there having, oh, well, we're going to do this, and then we might remember something, but that'll be like 20 minutes ago, so.
Yeah, and also, too, is it's like with segments, it's like you feel like you're limited on certain things
and you
per
need to,
segment because of the next, I got to get to the next segment.
It's like, oh, man, we got to get to this because we've already used so much time because, we don't want to go over an hour and 10 minutes. That's what we try to limit it to. Sometimes we'll go over, and DC does all the editing, and I feel bad for him.
No, but here's the thing, though. I started thinking that too, like feeling bad, and we go over an hour. But dude, we do one episode a week.
Yeah, exactly.
If you support us, you're gonna listen no matter what. Now, if we were doing 3, 4, 5 episodes a week, and they were an hour and a half a pop, I mean, that would be a little excessive.
True,
but that's just some things I was thinking about, and I'm excited to do it this new way. I just feel like it takes a lot of pressure and stuff off of us, and we can just kind of do our own thing, baby.
Oh, yeah.
So, Lette, before we hop into the shout-outs and stuff, you had talked about an issue with a school locally around here. Let's go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, my daughter goes to one of the littler schools. There was 2 schools up for closing. The schools are Glenwood and West Pines. Ruby currently goes to Glenwood. I mean, this is the last school year for it.
Yeah.
My cousins, let's see, no, I think it was just Charlie. He ended up, he went to West Pines when he was younger. And the thing that pisses me off the most is the reason they're closing these is because of attendance.
Attendance?
Because failure for parents to put their kids in these schools, but here's the reason why they're not putting their kids in these schools. Especially Glenwood. I don't know about West Pines exactly, but here's what's been happening in Glenwood.
Yeah.
For about the past 4 years, it seems like almost every other year, it might have been going on a little bit longer than this, but they keep on talking about wanting to close the school because of attendance. And the way I see it is, you sit there and you scare these parents into thinking, oh no, my kid's school's going to close. It's going to close. It's going to close. Of course you're going to take that kid out.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what they're going to do is they're going to make friends. And then if they do close it, then they're just going to be heartbroken.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you're right.
The one thing that makes me even more mad is they plan on keeping Glenwood open, but they're going to use it for the ELP, ROTC, and the ABET kids.
And pretty much, guys, what that means is when you get in trouble in school, it's kind of like a more in-school suspension.
Yeah, it's like an in-school suspension that lasts all year long.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what ROTC is, and ELP is basically a bunch of littler kids. It's a early learning program.
Pretty military, whatever.
I think, but
ain't it something military
well, ROTC
related?
is.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, ELP is for the younger folks that aren't old enough to go to pre-K.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they get from 18-month to 3-year-olds.
Yeah.
So, and plus, if it's the class I'm thinking of, people who do early learning at VOTEC, it might affect them too.
Wow. I mean, I look, attendance, I don't see why that's, I mean, they're small schools.
Yeah, I mean, about 170 kids go to Glenwood. Well, I think there's 170 people in Glenwood. And then there's 30 less from that go to West Pines.
I don't know, Letty. I think this is a deeper problem. I think let's focus on these, these well-known schools, these schools that probably have more money, and they're going to, they probably look at it like this, or they're not saying this, but they're probably like, oh, if you want your kid to go to school, then and get an education, then you'll take them wherever.
Yeah. One thing that me and Ruby's dad and Ruby's nana had sat down and talked about was for some reason they're wanting to make one big elementary school and one big high school for the county. They just want to basically keep it one school from what I've heard. I don't know how true this is, but this is their way of getting around that and basically overcrowding the rest of the schools so they can get funding to make that big ass damn school that we don't need. They need to leave it the way it is.
Really?
Because the way I see it is when you shut down these littler schools, these kids, they're going to sit there and they're going to cry because they ain't going to see their friends anymore. Because you don't know how they're going to rezone it. 80%, I think, is going to end up going to Mossam. I mean, my aunt told me that they have like 8 or 9 empty classrooms.
Wait, what?
From
Glenwood and West Pines is
Glenwood. Glenwood's going to Mossam.
But that's nowhere near Mossam.
Exactly. 80%
That's
of
like the
zoning.
other end of the county, dude. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. And then some of them's going to go to McDonald for the Glenwood aspect. Thing is, with West Pines, their high school's North Green. The other 2 schools that go to North Green are Otway and Bayleton.
Wow.
They're like at least a good 30 minutes away from either one of them schools just in the West Pines area.
Well, West Pines is not too shabby from North Green.
But it's from North Green, but the other 2 elementary
but Glenwood,
schools.
Yeah. I mean, Glenwood, that makes no sense. Glenwood's kind of going to get screwed.
Yeah, they're either going to end, from what I've understood, is Mossam or McDonald.
Let's talk about what this really is, okay? Basically, they're just trying to get these kids to go to these bigger schools, these more popular schools, so that they can get rid of the smaller schools, and then that way the money that they do have for their school systems, they can just funnel into this one big school, like you said, Letty, and they can then in turn finally get rid of these smaller schools, which is clear is what they're trying to do here. I mean, dude, this is ridiculous, and it's not fair to these smaller schools, and I feel horrible for them. And this county should be ashamed of themselves, man. These schools have been around for many, many, many years.
Then you got overcrowding.
Yeah, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, there's going to be overcrowding, because when I went to Mossam, in my 8th grade class alone, we had 4 different classes. We switched between, but each class had at least 30 kids.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot at all.
Like 30.
Even when I went to Greeneville High, and that's the biggest damn high school in this county. I mean, now, Jesus, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it just keeps getting more and more and more, and then they're going to want more and more money. And we sat down and we tried to explain to Ruby about what was going on, and she kept asking, why are they going to take these kids out of the school and then put more kids in it if they're going to close it down?
Yeah, like if you're going to, that don't make any sense.
Wondering why not just keep it open, and that's...
I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of a spit in the face, because it's kind of like, we're not good enough to have students in here that want to learn, but we're good enough to have it for these kids that get in trouble in class.
We're gonna put the kids that get caught with the drugs and like to fight a lot,
yes,
along with the kids that are going to the military, and then the little ones that are just going to go to this one building.
I mean, I'd always heard that Glenwood had a lot of problems, like, you know, like stuff messing up out there because it's an old school. I mean, I would think that would be the approach you would probably take, but just to say attendance, like, I just think that's a bullshit excuse. Just say it for what it is, man.
Yeah,
you know, hey, guys, we don't have the money that we can put into these schools as we do these other schools,
and the thing,
or we don't want to.
Yeah, the thing that, like, really made me mad is they were supposed to vote on it, and this vote was supposed to have been, you know, open to public opinion.
But it wasn't.
But by the time they had already voted on it, they basically had their minds made up. Like, hell, they already had it in the next day's paper.
Yeah.
And that gets basically printed at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
The day prior. So.
Yeah. I don't even know why they did that. It don't matter what them parents think.
No.
Let's be real. This town, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all think we get on here and we're just bitching about where we live. If you go around Greeneville and talk to you're going to get people like, you know, I love Greeneville. It's my home, and I hate seeing it like this. But at the end of the day, it's the truth. There's a lot of shit. Whoever is running this town.
Basically, if you're not Niswanger, you're nobody in this fucking town.
Yeah, really. And whoever's running it, and I can't say that it's Niswanger because I feel like we would be more advanced as far as the retail and restaurants and everything that we are.
Well, he would want his name on everything.
Yeah, well, let the man do it.
Dude, he's a philanthropist prick that only wants what he wants. I can't stand him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know a lot about Niswanger. I know he's got money.
That's basically, he wants his name on everything.
But I mean, if he's throwing up the money, though, Lette, you can't really be mad about that. I mean, here's what I want.
Yeah.
I love Greeneville. I grew up here whenever, you know, there wasn't junkie. I mean, yeah, people were on drugs, but it wasn't really, you know, a huge problem. Maybe it was. You had little spurts. You had spurts of when it was an issue and stuff like that. But, I mean, I just feel like I don't understand. We're going backwards. We're not going forwards. We're doing shit not making any sense. So, I don't know. It's weird. But, guys, if you're here local, here around Greeneville or East Tennessee, and you know about either Glenwood or West Pines, give us your take on this issue. What do you think about this? I mean, we all know it's not right what they're doing. So what do you think is a suitable plan to keep these smaller schools around? Definitely let us know by commenting on our Facebook or any of our other social medias, and we would love to hear what y'all have to say. All right, Lette, who you shouting out this week?
Shout out this week. Of course, you know, I was going to shout out my daughter, Ruby. Without her, I would not be the person I am, let alone if I'd actually be a person on this earth. Got to give a shout out to, you know, my friends and family who listen and support the show. Thank y'all very much. Got to give a shout out to DT because without him I would not have this opportunity and I wouldn't be doing this. You know, got to give a shout out to EJ and Kevin with the Greeneville Ghost Hunters. We haven't shouted them out in a hot minute, I don't think.
Yeah, I always keep them in your shout outs and show notes.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've said their names in a hot minute, but hopefully we might have a part 2 coming up. I'm excited. It's in the works at the moment. We got to get some equipment going, but
for sure.
You know, and of course we always got to thank you listeners because without y'all this podcast wouldn't be where it's at. We wouldn't be doing this. You know, we hope we entertain you guys every week. DT, who you shouting out this week?
Hey, I got to shout out my family. I love them so much, and we just kind of been kicking it, man. Things been a little tough lately, but I feel like I say this every shout out, but you know, hey man, that's life. And
yeah, it is life, man.
We stick together and we get over it, but you know, at the end of the day, we do go through things, but it's crazy because since I've been with Darcy and we've had Kinsley and stuff, we've always made it through it, man. It's almost, that's how you know it's meant to be. I mean, you have problems in your relationship or whatever in your life like everybody else. So you just got to, I feel like you got to regroup and just calm down. And you got to thank Lette, man. I'm so proud of us, man. 50 episodes. We've both had a lot go on lately, especially Lette here. And she's stayed strong, came on. She's believed in this show from day one. And I'm very thankful to have her as my co-host. I wouldn't have anybody else, my friend.
Hell yeah, man.
I got to thank Drama Bryant, who I'm starting to really think is avoiding the Ready Set Show podcast. Drama, you're a bitch. No, I'm playing. But we got to thank Drama for all she's done for the show. I'm playing. Drama, thank you for everything.
Yeah, thank you, woman.
Got a shout out to my brother, man. I know he's had a lot go on. Kind of had some roommate issues talked about, in which case ended in a punch in the face. He punched his roommates in the face.
Like,
but
did he get the punch?
Yeah, I didn't kind of go into detail, but you know, he's still working on our website and stuff. So when that's done, we'll let you guys know. And big shout out to my brother Steven, man. Thank you, brother. I love you. Then I got to shout out Kellen Keller, the man that got this all going, man. He got the wheels turning in my head, and we always got to give love to Kellen, man. Thank you, Kellen. Family and friends that listen to the show, thank you guys so much. We do appreciate you guys. 50 episodes. Here's to 50 more.
Yeah, bum us to 20.
More. Yeah, alone is 20. Damn, I got bills, dude. And last but not least, got to thank you listeners, man. Thank you guys. If we don't know you personally and you take the time out each week to listen to an episode, to share it, to comment, whatever, seriously, from the bottom of our heart, man, we really do appreciate you guys. All right, guys, today we're going to start out with Nipsey Hussle, because
Nipsey Hussle,
guys, keep in mind, a lot of this stuff you've probably already heard, but we didn't get to personally talk about it. Some of it may be new, some of it not. But we're just kind of going to recap and give our thoughts on it, because, you know, this is just stuff that we've kind of kept up with on the show. But the Nipsey Hussle thing, although it's very controversial, and we've always sent out, again, our thoughts and prayers out to Nipsey's family, friends, his neighborhood.
Definitely.
I just feel like I wish we would have heard about Nipsey Hussle before, man. It just sucks when people die like me and you talked about, that we have to hear about this stuff, man.
Oh, yeah. One thing that I brought up to you before the show is a few weeks ago, I was watching this one video of a guy. He was giving his condolences to Nipsey and, you know, his family and everything. But then he came back with, why are we hearing about him because he's dead? If he's done so much good for his community and so much with his fame to help give back and make his hometown a better place to be, why do we have to hear about it when he dies?
Exactly.
Why didn't you praise him whenever he was alive?
Exactly. And my thing is, look, I know the way he died is very controversial.
Yeah.
Will we ever know the truth? I don't know. But, man, I mean, dude, I've heard stuff, conspiracy theories goes so far as to say his wife had something to do with it, his brother.
Jesus.
I mean, dude, I've heard these dudes break it down. I do think it's a little weird there's no other camera angles.
Yeah, it's just the one.
And his buddy Cowboy, which I heard a funny joke. It said, never trust a man that wears a cowboy hat in the hood. But my thing is, I don't know if that guy's telling the truth. I would hate to think, you know, I mean, he's a gangster, so I get him not being emotional and crying. I mean, not all gangsters are, you know, some of them can shed tears like that. Some of them don't. So I don't find that odd. But I've seen some shots of some people breaking down camera footage, and that's not these guys that are running crazy with conspiracy theories. When he went back in to take that food, you can kind of see him looking out of a window at what happened. Now, you can look at that different ways. I mean, if he ran outside, if he didn't have a gun, what the fuck would he really do?
Get shot himself?
Yeah, exactly. And then his security wasn't there. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that's weird. There is. And I can see certain conspiracy theories like it may be an inside job. I don't know if it is or not.
Yeah.
And then again, it could just be this dude was a deranged motherfucker that he told to leave, and he got butthurt about it.
Hurt his pride.
And some people come back throwing blows, or some people come back shooting. We're not from that neck of the woods.
No.
We don't know how they roll.
No, over here they just call the cops because they're a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, exactly. But guys, let it go, man.
Yeah.
Talk about Nipsey, his positive stuff he did, his music. Keep that going for sure. But these crazy blood sacrifice, his sacrifice for his friends and the music, like, stop that shit, dude. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And if that shit was true, you motherfuckers will never hear about it.
You
think some Illuminati type secretive shit, you think they're really going to let you know the real deal?
Hey guys, you got me. I got my hands up.
Yeah, we have a blood sacrifice every month, and Nipsey was our... What? That don't even make sense.
You know, just cuts his palm and rubs it on some paper. I mean, that's what we got.
I mean, why would they do that? And Nipsey wasn't really... I mean, yeah, he was known to a lot of stars and stuff, but as far as the public eye, he was out there. But obviously, a lot of the stuff he did, we never heard about till now.
Yeah, it's mainly because, you know, he was big on the West Coast. Over here on the East Coast, I never heard of him till he died.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to talk, Letty, about his funeral, man, because, dude, they let a lot of California residents come to this. I mean, dude, it was packed out. And now, I will say this, and I get it, like Snoop Dogg and them kind of made jokes and stuff like that, and I get it, not being serious, but, like, his wife, when she came up there to talk, like, I know she was upset, but she handled it really well. And then she kind of did like a lot of motivational. I don't know. It kind of seemed weird to me, but I get it. Maybe that's how Nipsey lived. I don't know.
It could have been. And I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I watched, what was his nephew went up there and talked?
Yeah.
Where he had that dream.
Yeah.
Like, that hit me a little bit. Like, I got a little emotional listening to that little man.
What did they say? I don't think I saw that.
It was, if I remember correctly, he was just, saying that he had a dream.
Yeah.
And he seen Nipsey. I can't remember what he called him.
Yeah.
But he was just, like, saying he was, he had to go to heaven and shit like this. And they were on a beach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is what I can recollect. Because, like I said, it's been a couple weeks. But, it was something like that. And just hearing him talk about Nipsey like that, I'm just like, well, he must have been someone really special that I wish, the public eye could have got to see more of, not in death, while he was alive.
He had, like, Snoop Dogg spoke there. Who
LeBron James was apparently a really good friend of his.
Who else was it? T.I. Who's the other basketball player? Stephen Curry.
Yeah, Stephen Curry.
He had Farrakhan there. He had, apparently had got a letter, I'm assuming before he died, from Barack Obama. This guy was doing a lot of positive things, man, and it just sucks that we have to lose people like this.
Yeah, definitely.
They ended up riding him around his neighborhood in California. Yeah. I mean, man, there was so many people there, and
then all the people outside of his shop.
Oh yeah, man.
Seeing all them people there, and then there was apparently a couple gangs that like ended their turf wars because of this happening.
Yeah. And his wife, man, because the marathon continues was she had said the marathon was a big part of him, and she had said at the end, and had said what she was saying, and then she goes, and the marathon continues, and man, it was really powerful. It was really powerful. I don't know if I'd have been able to held it together like that, but it was good to see, man, that many people supported him. And I just hate it when these people, I mean, I have my own things, but I feel like the stuff we think might have happened is more within reason than these crazy ass people. Like, I've seen people talk about he faked his death. He's not really dead.
Jesus.
Like, guys, Elvis is dead. Tupac is dead. Biggie is dead. And now our good friend Nipsey Hussle is dead. But, guys, stop. Okay, quit. I know these people made such a big impact on your life that you want to believe that this didn't happen, but man, this is unfortunate parts of human life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but this is what we have to deal with. This is the sad part of gun violence, gang violence, just shitty people. These people exist. These people hate their life so bad that they got to go take somebody else's because they're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
This is unfortunate, but this is what we deal with.
It's life.
And so that is life, Letty. All right, Letty, let's get the next talking point here, my friend. Next, we got the Louder Than Life Music Festival, Letty.
Oh, my Lord. This festival, it
gave me a boner when I
definitely, it gave me a boner, and I'm a woman.
And you know what's sad? There's all these good festivals, and just with the way our schedule and finances are currently, I really hope one of us gets to go to one of these fucking festivals. I haven't been to a good concert in so long.
I mean, I got to go to Warped Tour, which was my first festival last year.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. So just imagining seeing more of the heavier bands that I love and I grew up with, just to see them live. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. My woman boner would just be straight up there.
Yeah. But, guys, let me go over this lineup of Louder Than Life. Now, I want to see Tool, but I got to tell you, overall lineup, this show right here, it would be tough to pick between this festival and the Epicenter Festival.
Oh, yeah, if I had to choose, it'd be difficult.
And I'm interested to see, it has, okay, let's start Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
And I'm very interested to see, is that going to have Slash and Axl in it?
I don't know.
Will Axl actually show up?
Yeah, will he show up?
With his bum ass. Slipknot's everywhere. It's a given.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they're starting to piss me off. Disturbed, who I was a fan of until I seen them live at Ozfest in 2000. Godsmack, is a band that I've seen live that I never was into until I seen them. Until you seen them,
dude. Straight Out of Line is one of my favorite songs by them.
Their stage when I seen them, dude, they had like this badass castle set up with like these badass gargoyles and cannons on it, dude. It was the shit. Next we got Rob Zombie.
Listen, I would love to see Rob Zombie live.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wait till this next band. My old band I love so much. I'm glad to see them back. Stained.
I know, right?
Stained is back, dude.
Because it's been a while.
You motherfucking...
God, I've been hanging around Kristen too much. That's a terrible joke.
No, that was good. Day to Remember.
Oh, I love me some A Day to Remember.
Ice Cube. Marilyn Manson, who is another one I've seen live.
And this guy,
his light show will blow your mind.
Will?
Yeah, it's like on some Pink Floyd type. Well, maybe not as good as Pink Floyd, but damn near
it's up there.
Yeah. Breaking Benjamin. Dude, Chevelle, Hailstorm. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I would love to see Hailstorm.
I would want to see all of them. Antwoord. I don't think I've ever heard of them. They got a really crazy looking picture there. Dropkick Murphys. That's a band I would see. 3 Days Grace. Wow.
Wait, do they have Adam or their other singer?
Who?
Because Adam Gontieri's not in 3 Days Grace anymore. Unless he came back.
Looks like the new guy.
Like the new guy, I'm okay with his lyrics, but with his vocals.
Apparently, Static X is, by the way, real quick, is starting to tour again. They
really?
got a new singer, yeah.
Oh my god!
I didn't know the guy died. The original singer, Static X, what's his name? I can't remember. He passed away. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he ended up dying. That's the reason why they quit basically doing anything.
Yeah, I liked them back in the day.
Oh my god! Yes.
We got the new singer with Stone Temple Pilots, and he's good. So Stone Temple Pilots will be there. I Prevail, Architects. Sum 41.
Dude.
Damn, there's Sum 41
am I still waiting for them.
Yeah, dude, I like Sum 41. Beartooth.
I like Beartooth.
Suicidal Tendencies are old school, baby. Motionless in White, your band.
They're great.
Phil Ansomno and the Illegals. Oh my God, dude. Pantera's ex-lead singer, and he has a new band. Next we have Gwar. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man. Let's get on there with all them crazy motherfuckers in their costumes going nuts on the damn stage.
This next band I seen when I seen Tool. My very first concert, The Melvins, baby.
Oh, shit.
Who actually, their lead singer came out and did a song with Maynard, dude. It was dope.
Oh, hell yeah.
We got Andrew W.K., who I still to this day think is on hard drugs when he goes on stage because he goes ape shit.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Next, we got Bad Flower, Anti-Flag, another old school punk rock group, dude. God, I would love to go to this show. We got Deadland Ritual, White Reaper, The Crystal Method. Are you kidding me? That's like one of my favorite DJs,
oh,
man.
Shit.
Yeah, The Crystal Method, Demon Hunter. And then we got it looks like a rap group, HO9. Ain't that the horror group? Don't that spell horror? Remember
I think it's supposed to spell horror, yeah.
Yeah. Knocked Loose, Red Cross, Angel Dust, Graveyard, Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes, which Frank Carter, he came out and did a song with Prophets of Rage.
Oh, shit.
And it was crazy because they were wanting him to sing more of the song, and he was just, he's fucking crazy, dude. He's crazy looking.
He's bonkers.
And they were like, you could tell they were like, dude, sing more of the song. What are you doing? What are you doing? And he didn't.
He's just up there like doing rails
he's just
of
going
coke.
Crazy. No, he's just like going crazy, but he's not singing any of the song. Next, we got New Year's Day, whose lead singer looks like her titties are about to fall out
I
of her shirt.
I actually like that band. I think they're really good, yeah. I mean, I enjoy their music.
We got All Them Witches, not to be confused with All Them Bitches. Okay, that was my start. Sorry, Joe. Parlor Mob. Another one, I love this group, Sick Puppies.
Oh, yeah. I enjoy me some Sick Puppies.
We got Amigo the Devil. Like a Storm, Jelly Roll.
Fuck yeah. I like Jelly Roll.
So they mixing it up here, man. I like it. Fire from the Gods. We got Dirty Honey, DED, Crown Lands, Joyous Wolf, Broken Hands, Dead Posey, Junk Bunny, Santa Cruz, and to round it out, Anemic Royalty, guys. That's who we got for you.
In Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky, September 27th, 28th, and 29th. I'm sure tickets are on sale, guys. Now we get down to the nitty-gritty big titties. Guns N' Roses, Slipknot, Disturbed. You would see.
Okay. Out of them three, Slipknot still.
I would say Slipknot as well. Godsmack, Rob Zombie, Stained.
Ooh.
God damn.
Rob Zombie. I'm sorry. Rob Zombie. Stained, then Godsmack.
I've seen Stained and Godsmack, so I would have to say
Rob
Zombie, but all right, Day to Remember, Ice Cube, Marilyn Manson.
I gotta go with Marilyn.
I gotta go Ice Cube because I've seen Marilyn Manson and I'm not too familiar with A Day to Remember. I'm sorry. Now this next one's going to be a tough one. Breaking Benjamin, Chevelle, and Hailstorm.
Ooh, now listen. I love me some Lizzie Hale.
That's a tough one.
I love me some Lizzie Hale, but I'd also love to see Breaking Benjamin.
I would say Breaking Benjamin there. 3 Days Grace, Dropkick Murphys, Diane Wood.
Dropkick Murphys.
I would say...
I'd like to see them.
Yeah, I would say Dropkick Murphys. Just because I'm not a big fan of that new 3 Days Grace.
Yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots with their new singer, and I will vouch for that guy. He's dope. I Prevail and Architects. Stone
STP.
Temple Pilots. I don't even
STP.
know who those other guys are. We'll just do a couple
I know
more.
I Prevail. They got some really good songs.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, my sister loves them. I mean, they got some good songs, but Stone Temple Pilots.
Sum 41, Beartooth, Suicidal Tendencies.
Ooh, that's a little difficult.
I gotta go Suicidal Tendencies. I would love to see them.
That's kind of hard because for me, like, I'd love to see Sum 41 because
Yeah.
the Hell song. Once they'd play the Hell song, I'd lose my shit.
All
But
right.
Same thing. Suicidal Tendencies. They're pretty close.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd go Sum 41.
All right. Motionless in White, Phil Insomno's new group, and Guar. Wow.
I've seen Motionless in White, and I know for a fact they put on one hell of a show every time because Kristen's seen them multiple times, and she said every time they've been fantastic.
That's who I would pick.
I'd go with Gwar.
I never got into them.
I never did either.
I get it, but
like just from what they wear, I'd love to see that on stage and watch them go nuts.
and I've always thought Phil Insomno was an asshole. I feel like Pantera could have been a lot more than they were,
Yeah.
but he held them back, and I truly believe it. But he was their best lead singer. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You couldn't have put anybody else in there. He's a prig. The Melvins, Andrew W.K. and Bad Flower. I got to go the Melvins.
I'm gonna go Andrew W.K.
Right.
just to see him live.
All right, we'll do let's do 2 more. Anti-Flag, Deadland Ritual, White Reaper.
Anti-Flag.
Anti-Flag.
Definitely.
Crystal Method, Demon Hunter, or the horror guys.
Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
I'd go Demon Hunter.
That's cool. But I definitely got to go Crystal Method, dude. They've been a favorite of mine for so long. I'm telling you, man. The Crystal Method is dope, and they're old school. Yeah, and then I would want to see Jelly Roll would be cool to see.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to see Jelly Roll.
Sick Puppies. And
I'd like to see New Year's Day.
I'd like to, yeah. That's it. All right, Santa Cruz is, I've heard they're okay. All right, guys, but that's it. Louder Than Life Festival, September 27th, 28th, 29th. Again, that is Louisville, Kentucky. Is it Louisville, Kentucky?
Yeah, Louisville, Kentucky.
All right, moving on to the next one. We got our old Beetlejuice friend looking like the Black Beetlejuice, Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
Man, this dude had been all up in the news. Now, I don't really know what's transpired up until everything we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
But he recently came out, was recorded. I don't think it was on his Instagram Live. I think somebody said it might have been on one of his buddies. But
yeah.
The point I'm trying to make, he knew he was being recorded.
He was being recorded.
Yeah. So he basically comes out and says, oh, Laura London, who is Nipsey Hussle's widow now. He said, oh, man, I'd be a good friend to her. I can't really understand Kodak Black. Like, that motherfucker needs to come with human subtitles. Human subtitles.
He needs that closed captioning when he talks.
Yes, and he basically came out and said that he would be a good friend to her. He'd give her a year to grieve, and you know really what he was trying to say. And then he kind of proceeded to try to talk about Nipsey or whatever, but I mean the damage had already been done.
Yeah, I mean you've done proved that you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, so a lot of guys kind of came out and spoke on this. T.I. being
Definitely.
one, told him he needs to fix it expeditiously. That's what he said. Expeditiously. I don't know why T.I. used expeditiously, but that has become a meme, which turned into a diss track Kodak Black made, which we'll talk about in a second. I think The Game, dude, he went off. And, look, man, Gilly the Kid was another one. That's two, dude. I don't really know about T.I. I mean, I don't think T.I. is no bitch. But The Game and Gilly the Kid, they know a lot of people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The Game's crazy as hell. He done beef with everybody,
That he has.
Yeah. All of them did. I don't know what The Game said about it. The diss track, because guys, Kodak Black did make a diss track where he pretty much talked shit about T.I.'s wife, called her Miss Piggy.
Oh, shit.
He said Gilly the Kid fell off. Like, he said, Tiny, that bitch ugly as hell. I don't even want Piggy, talking about T.I.'s wife.
Ooh.
He called T.I.'s son gay. He was saying that T.I. was a snitch and that something like he wouldn't snitch like T.I. Mentioned something about papers and said he wouldn't be anything like him. He said, young ninja sticking to the code because I don't condone snitching. This is about, because, you know, they say T.I., he's saying T.I. snitched. Yeah. Some people have said it. I ain't going out like that rapper. I won't do no tipping. Willie said my name on TV. That boy a bold witness. On the news, he tipped me. That boy got no feelings. Look.
Just running his mouth.
Yeah, and he claims he's ain't thugging all on my lonely, but I keep some Zoes with me, talking about rolling 60s. And then a lot of Zopound members come out and said they're not co-signing Kodak Black. So he just proceeded to just be very disrespectful. He made an apology for the Lauren London thing. This is what he said. I want you to tell me if you would accept this. He said, if I showed any disrespect to Lauren London, I'm sorry, even though I didn't. Dude. And then just proceeded to backtrack and justify everything he said.
He needs like the taste smacked out of his mouth.
I listened to this diss track because I just wanted to hear what I could understand of it, and that wasn't much of it. I don't understand what he's saying. I don't know if he's high on some kind of hard dope, but I can't make out what this guy's saying. So that's probably why T.I. and them didn't fire back, because they can't even understand him. So get off the dope and make real music. And by the way, you the Black Beetlejuice, you ugly-looking son of a bitch. He was very disrespectful. He was out of line. Yeah. You know, T.I. was in a movie with Lauren London. So it would be justifiable for him to say something. He wasn't like threatening to kill him or anything. He didn't say nothing about Kodak Black's family, his son, nothing like that. He just said, hey, man, come out and apologize.
Yeah.
Gilly the Kid did the same thing. He came out and was like, look, man, that was disrespectful. I mean, Gilly the Kid, he's a little more hardcore. So, and the game, he went off. But, I mean, the bottom line is, you crossed the line.
Yeah,
buddy.
You dug this hole.
Yeah, you can see here. Nipsey Hussle wasn't even buried yet, dude.
Yeah.
And he said this. And like his ugly, nasty, rapist ass, and that's something else nobody's talking about. See, we all over here talking about diss tracks and, you know, this, that about Kodak Black. Dude, he's a rapist, and he's been caught forcing himself on underage girls like he's got a rape case on him right now.
Oh, my Lord.
Nobody's talking about this piece of shit. He's already a scumbag.
Exactly.
I mean, he's a fucking rapist, pedophile piece of shit. But on top of that, he comes out and he does all this. He makes this shitty diss track, which was terrible. Like, I mean, it was so terrible, none of those rappers made a diss track back. Like, you know it's that bad.
Yeah, you know it's bad when the people you make a diss track towards doesn't even respond.
And I want to do a challenge. Kodak Black, I want you, with no Google, no nothing, to spell expeditiously.
Spell
live on Instagram Live. And you should be able to do it since you have a song.
Yeah, he's got a song.
Which he never said expeditiously throughout any of the songs.
He probably can't even say it.
He can't.
Can't even say it correctly.
Yeah, like I said, I seen a Vlad TV interview he did with Bosco 100. Bosco's like funny. Yeah. So he's like a troll, ex-gang member. He still may be a gang member, but Flat goes, do you think Kodak's kind of slow? And, you know, you thought it was a joke. And he's like, I'm actually being serious. Do you think he's... And Bosco goes, yeah, I think he's retarded. So I personally think that, too. Well, then on top of all this, Lette, you think, oh, okay.
It can't get much worse.
It can't get any worse. He gets caught with guns at the Canadian border.
Wait the fuck to go.
Says Bill K. Capri... Wow, Kodak, that's your name? I couldn't stick to Kodak Black. Was arrested on gun and drug charges Wednesday near Niagara Falls, New York, while trying to enter the U.S. from Canada. New York State Police said Capri and 3 others were detained by U.S. Border and Custom Protections before being arrested by police.
Oh, shit.
He faces allegations of criminal possession of a weapon, second degree, and unlawful possession of marijuana. My thing is, you sitting here with all your quote-unquote homeboys, usually a lot of these guys, like a lot of rappers say, the guy that's making all the money, like Kodak, like his boys would have took these charges.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how Kodak Black got caught with it. You know, kind of blows my mind. But Lette, what do you think about all this?
I mean, he dug his hole. he's stuck there. I mean, hopefully, you know, we don't hear any more about Kodak Black ever again. I'll be fine with that.
I will too.
Because I finally looked at him, and you are right. He does look like a black Beetlejuice.
He does. They tell me he don't look like. When I see him, I want to say Beetlejuice.
Then he pops out.
I think his music's trash.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't even know how he's become big, and it just is a testament to show you how fucked music is.
Oh yeah, music is fucked.
It's just sad that Nipsey wasn't even buried. The dude's already disrespecting his wife, and then he was like over here trying to say, you know, a lot of y'all thinking that. Well, the difference between those that are thinking at Kodak and those that aren't is that they're not on Instagram Live, you dumb. And that's what a lot of people said, dude. Just keep it to yourself, you fucking moron. I'm sick of this dude. I kind of told you I wanted to talk a little bit about Chris Finn. We had some stuff kind of unfolding, dude. They're really shitting on him. Like they're treating him like he's just like he's a hired member for the band.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Damn.
And they're making it out like pretty much Corey and Clown run the show, that he's just and I quote, hired hand.
Oh,
that's
my God.
What the attorney for them is saying.
He's a hired hand.
Yeah.
Even though he's been in the band the whole time. You know,
I want to talk more on this probably next episode, kind of with Mo and Ben, but I'm very disappointed. And it really makes me sad.
Yeah.
It really does. And, you know, and we were talking about the other members, and we touched on this a little bit, I think, but man, you got to think of how Chris is feeling, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I feel bad for him.
He's dedicated 20-plus years of his life.
Yeah.
You know, he probably sees these guys as family. They lost, basically, a brother together.
Yeah.
And then they come around and shit on him like this. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Guys, we'll go more into this next week, but... Well, we talked about Kodak Black, one moron. Well, let's go to the next one. And we got a couple more after this guy, so let's get these guys out of the way.
We got morons for everybody.
Next,
we're the Oprah Winfrey of morons.
Next, we got Soulja Boy. Tell him, no, please don't. Please shut up, Soulja Boy.
Keep your mouth shut, fam.
He recently went to jail, Lette, if I cared enough to look up why. I think it was something about they came in his house, found guns or something.
I'm about to say, is it like a gun charge?
Obviously, because he's always bragging about having guns, and he's never, I don't know. Anyway, so while he was in jail, I guess his friends, buddies, whatever, I think it's just some guys, you know, from the hood that he invited, kind of looked out for, that were staying in his house. They go and rob him for $100K cash and $500K in jewelry. Then on top of that, take his phone. I don't even know how they got in it. And they go on Instagram Live. Now, that's one thing. You're an idiot for doing that. Then on top of that, they start showing parts of their hood that they're in.
Oh,
projects. Yeah.
shit.
Now, I've heard that these aren't the actual people that robbed them, but that the friends that were staying with them probably got these guys to come in.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, you know, I'm not a big fan of Soulja Boy, but the man don't deserve that.
No.
He has helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
He really has.
He may be stupid. It's always on his mama. But, I mean, someone who's someone who's your quote-unquote friends.
Yes.
Break in and steal, you know, roughly $600K all together. That's bullshit.
Really is. All right, on to the next ones, Lette. Next, we got Offset and Cardi B, who...
they're raunchy as fuck.
Nasty motherfuckers.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, they got collaborated together after they were married, then they weren't married, then now
they're married again. I don't know.
They got together, made a music video called Clout, which is awfully ironic that they're throwing all these people want to get Clout off their name. Clout. It's just like you all do. I don't really know a lot about Offset because I don't care about the Amigos. I don't like their music. But it's awful funny to hear Cardi B, of all people, talk about Clout. She's done so much dumb shit. It ain't like these people do. Maybe there's some lower level ones trying to get clicks that have made up some stuff. But let's be honest, a good majority of the information out, you've done it, idiot.
Yeah.
And you know you've done it. And it's just funny that she would get on here and talk about Clout, which I don't know how the video being about Clout and her giving Offset a lap dance the whole time, pretty much dry fucking him throughout the whole video.
And then, like, she's in this damn, like, pile of lemons.
Yeah, in a stripper outfit.
Not even a stripper outfit. It's more like a damn dominatrix outfit.
Yeah.
Because it's basically all leather with, like, no legs at all.
Yeah, and tell them about those tweets.
Oh, my Lord, is on Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
So they went to Insta, and Cardi B posted a little comment that said, "Lick you the fuck up I miss you. You know, it's very fucking romantic.
Yes.
And then somebody was trying to troll, and they put LOL, he's getting currently licked the fuck up. And then, just when I thought, you know, couldn't get any raunchier up in here, Cardi B responds with, nah, I just went on FaceTime with him playing with my pussy.
To which the cab driver that drove around said, no, please don't. It stinks. No.
I smell lemons and fish. Are you having a damn cookout back there?
You know that cab driver seen the video and goes, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. You need that bitch with your rotten snatch. All right, moving on.
Jesus. I mean, just when I thought shit couldn't get raunchy, I ain't gonna lie. She's still a guilty pleasure of mine, like her music is, but just the way she acts in day-to-day life.
But when you listen to her, she wasn't really doing all this shit.
No, exactly.
So,
it went from... You know, I heard about the damn video you seen of her eating a fucking, was it lobster tail or whatever?
Oh, my God. Don't even get me started.
And then, you know, last week, she's an alien.
Yeah. I still believe that, and I'm sticking to it. And if you're not yet convinced how screwed music really is, we got Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. How this all started, Lil Nas X, I got to tell you, not familiar with him. But he made a song, what's it, Old Town Road, right? Ain't that what it's called? So a little backstory of how this started. Basically, Lil Nas X made Old Town Road first without Billy Ray Cyrus. He ended up making it on the rap charts and I believe the country charts too. Well, country ended up seeing this, saying, oh, no, we ain't having this. The backwoods hillbillies they are, and kicked the man off the charts. Well, Billy Ray seen this and thought it was messed up, so he reached out to him and hopped on the track with him. So that's how Billy Ray came into the picture. And they had even put up a sign in Billy Ray's yard talking about him, like the song was his and how he had reached the billboard, and then had a Lil Nas X, and there's another guy on the track too, name in real little letters as disrespect. And Billy Ray Cyrus, man, he actually was being real cool, came out with his own sign, stood beside that sign and said, I wouldn't have this billboard if it wasn't for Lil Nas X, and I think the other guy's name's Tico or something. So that's kind of a little backstory of how this happened. Just pure disrespect from country music. This song really has blown up. I mean, a lot of people genuinely like the song, and I'm hearing it everywhere now. So
what in tarnation?
Yeah, so I'm telling you, man, music is just headed.
Music has gone downhill so much.
I hope I never see this.
I can't even tell you anything good that's happened besides, you know, like upcoming festivals. That's about the only thing that's good that I've, you know, actually cared about.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to when me and Kristen can go see 21 Pilots because I ain't gonna lie, she's got me hooked on them.
I love 21 Pilots. I actually, because I remember when I was hearing everybody talk about these guys, and I looked them up and just started watching videos, and I like the guys.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
They're dope, dude. They got a unique sound. That's what I like.
Oh yeah, and every sound, kind of like how Panic at the Disco is. Well, I mean now it's just basically Brandon Urie. Every like song has its own feel to it. It's got its own distinct sound, tone. You can feel the passion. You can hear the passion in the voices and the music. So that's one reason I like 21. That's one reason I like Panic. So. Yeah,
they're great groups. All right, moving on. So as you all know, we've talked about Mortal Kombat 11 on here, and guys, it finally dropped April 23rd. I was lucky enough to go out and get it. I'm sure Lette will have it soon.
I'll have it soon. I'm just working on it.
You know, guys, it's a great game. The gameplay's awesome. I'm loving the game. Kinsley actually loves the game, too.
Yeah?
She constantly gets me to play it. But I figured I'd kind of get on here. There is an issue that I'm seeing. A lot of people are talking about. They got what's called the crypt, which you can get in-game currency, coins, hearts, different stuff. And you can basically go around. I think there's a total of like 600 chests. And you get skins and different stuff for your characters. And a lot of people are talking about, hey, when you do these towers, which you'll fight certain people, and then you get a reward. And they're talking about just how the towers are hard to make it through. Then when you finally do, the rewards aren't that good, and then it's hard to get a lot of stuff in the crypt.
You can't get your unlockables like you want.
And this is why I love NetherRealm. They immediately addressed this. They even went and did a combat cast on this to where they said they're going to give everybody an update that should be any time now 500,000 coins, which,
Damn.
dude, that's a lot of chests right there.
That is a lot.
Because, they usually, I think the most I've ever seen as a chest, coin-wise, 25,000, and that's in this secret lair, Shang Tsung's lair on his island on the game. That's the most.
Oh, yeah. Sit there, just go get all your expensive ones out of the way.
Exactly.
Now.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. That's probably what I'll do. So, and that's usually has the best stuff. I commend them on that. Now, there's other currency in there like soul fragments, time fragments, hearts, and stuff like that. They're going to give all a shitload in all
crazy.
those. And I think that's awesome. And I think Warner Brothers probably played a big role in that because Mortal Kombat is not a microtransaction type of game.
No.
And I think Warner Brothers kind of seen that that's like a big deal and how they could make money, so they kind of forced them to do it. I don't know, maybe not. I hope not.
That's the thing that I hate nowadays is microtransactions. I can't stand them because that grind basically is what you got to do with these towers is what it sounds like. That grind is that's what makes them rewards and opening them chests so fulfilling. And that's what I miss from playing games back in the day. Because in my opinion, once they brought in microtransactions like with the Call of Duties, Battlefield, I mean, you even see it on Fortnite, PUBG, all these. Yeah. It's an easy way to get better stuff that you didn't earn. Mm-hmm. And that's just how I feel about it.
And if you're a big YouTuber that strictly streams, said games, and you want to jump out in front, I get it. But a lot of these motherfuckers that just want to pay their way through the game, I'm sorry, shut up and quit whining.
Definitely.
Grind like everybody else. Unless you're a big YouTuber that a channel is based off of this, you really don't have any room to talk here.
Yeah.
Suck it up. I mean, you're still going to have to grind on this game. That's why I like it. They're not addressing it to where it's making it easier. It's just, hey, we're going to throw this to you, kind of help you out a little bit, but you still got to do this.
Yeah, it's like here's your nudge. Spend it wisely, and then once you're done, you better get back to grinding.
But the gameplay, remarkable. There's 25 characters. I think we've talked pretty much the final lineup. Shao Kahn and Frost. I think we see the Collector. We talked about him. Noob Saibot, Aaron Black. I think that was the final ones that we maybe didn't get to talk about. Frost, they brought back. She's now like a robot, like Cyrax
really?
type. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I did beat the story mode. Cyrax and Sector made an appearance in there. Shiva.
Dude,
yes.
I fucking love Shiva. She is one of my favorite characters.
So now here's the thing. They're talking about the DLC characters.
Yeah.
On the game, it says for $34.99 you can upgrade to the combat pack, and it says 6 playable DLC characters as they're revealed, right?
Oh, shit.
Well, my thing is this. I'm seeing people talking about leaking. I've seen 9 characters, like Terminator was one. Surprisingly, Pennywise and Michael Myers, I've not seen them.
Ooh.
Since me and you seen them?
Yeah.
Not seen them since the game's released.
Jesus.
Terminator, Ash, remember from the Evil Dead? Ash?
Yeah.
They're bringing him. Terminator, Spawn, who, please God, bring Spawn.
I want to see Spawn in that.
Yes,
that'd be amazing.
And Todd McFarlane has a Spawn remake coming out, so I think he'll happen. I really do, because they've been talking about bringing him on for years, and he's a Mortal Kombat, not an Injustice character, I think. But I don't know, man. I've seen 9. I seen a crazy YouTube video yesterday, and this guy's a notable Mortal Kombat Injustice YouTuber. Yeah. He said he's seen 19. I don't think there's even going to be close, because Ed Boon, in an interview that we talked about on this show, a Game Informer former Rapid Fire, he said 25 to start. There's 25, and then there'll be, he said 30-something. Okay, well, let's say 39 at most.
Yeah.
That's only 14.
Yeah.
I don't even think there'll be that. I think 32, I think 31 to 35 is what it'll end up being.
I was like, it'll probably end no more than 35.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But the gameplay's awesome. I'm going to real quick give you my top 5, lady.
Shoot them off.
5 characters.
Oh, man, I'm waiting.
Number 5. Actually just kind of happened last night. I'm going to say Devora.
Devora?
Yes, because Kinsley gets me to play her all the time. Number 4, say a tie between Johnny Cage and Scorpion.
Hell yeah.
Number 3, I'm going to have to say Scarlet.
Oh.
Number 2, Noob Saibot.
Hell yeah.
And my number 1 favorite. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Kung Lao.
Really? man.
He's a bad man on this game. Oh, wait a minute. I got to put, for number 2, Noob Saibot and Cabal.
Cabal?
Yeah. Anyway, Lette, you got to play the game. I know you will. I'll let you borrow it sometime.
Oh, yeah. Once I play it, I will definitely have my top 5.
I'll let you borrow it for sure. You got a game to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Here recently, I mean, I've been going to my throwbacks to the 360, I guess. I've been playing a lot of the original Borderlands, the Game of the Year collection, mainly because in September, Borderlands 3 comes out, and I've been waiting for this game forever, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, fighting games. See, she loves it. She loves it.
Oh man,
she calls Mortal Kombat fighting games. Yeah.
The bees.
She's talking about Devora.
Yep.
Yeah. But go ahead. What were you saying, Crackdown?
Anywho, I've been playing a lot of that. Well, they had a spring break sale or some shit like that. Yeah. Well, I ended up getting 2 games with this, and it was I got Subnautica and I got Crackdown 3.
Yeah.
Crackdown 3, it's just released. I can't remember the exact release date, but it ain't that old.
Yeah.
And it reminds me so much of the first 2, and I love it. I mean, you still gotta upgrade your agility, driving, explosive.
So was it like it was on sale, like 40% off or something?
It was on sale for half off. I got a $60 game for $30.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I got. What was it? I think Madden.
I believe
it was $20, dude.
And then
I mean, 19.
Ruby's been loving the hell out of Subnautica. If you like. It's a survival game, and it's actually got a story mode that you can go to. I just throw Ruby on creative, and she goes around and builds shit, and she goes off and she likes to find what she calls the Leviathans. It's a Leviathan.
They have a Leviathan skin in Fortnite, and he's like got a fish head with like a space suit type of body. Yeah, he's crazy.
Oh hell yeah, but she calls it a Leviathan. So I'm like, yes, it's just one big sea creature made of nothing but thighs.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean,
what do you rate the game? 1 to 10. 10
Crackdown,
being dope.
I'd give it an 8. Like it's a solid game. I love it. It's got that nostalgic feeling, mainly from the first one that I played years ago that I fell in love with. Subnautica, I give it a 10, honestly. It's fucking amazing.
I gave MK11 about an 8.5. Now they're fixing that problem, or a 9, excuse me, not 8.5. Fixing that problem, I'm going to 10. You know me. I've been pumped for this game. It's dope. I can't wait. All right. Now, guys, the one segment that has survived.
It has been one of them motherfucking days. I tell y'all, it has been one of them motherfucking days, bitch.
It's time to rant.
Oh, man, let's fucking rant.
So today, guys, something, me and Lette are big on YouTube. Lette is kind of strayed away from it, as I am slowly starting to. But we're going to talk about these new age YouTubers, these motherfuckers that fake pranks, that just do dumb shit for numbers. They throw shitloads of ads on their shit. So, guys, today we're going to rant about these guys, just kind of tell how we feel about it. We're going to put a few on blast.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So, Lette, are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready, spaghetti.
Oh, let's have a rant. All right. So, Lette, as I was talking before the show, guys, I'll tell you guys, these guys, Ty the Guy, Flight Reacts, DDG, these cats right here.
Yeah.
And DDG, by the way, your sister, she look like a man-looking ass. I cannot stand her. Please tell her to shut up. Just like you, her videos are boring. She will pause the video and talk about nonsense that doesn't even go with the video just to try to stretch it out. I cannot stand her. Please tell her to get off YouTube. She's not hot. And to quit acting like she's better than everybody with her psycho ass. But anyway, this whole crew right here. Point I'm trying to make is this. I was watching their video. Their videos range, 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, 10, 20. That's not your normal
I want you
episode.
What do you think, if you got to deal with ads unless you get YouTube Premium, what do you think is a suitable amount of ads, let's say on a 15-minute video?
15-minute video, there should only be one, and that should be at the beginning, and it better have that 5-second skip button.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
But be realistic. You know there ain't just going to be one.
Yeah, if there's one at the beginning, I'd say maybe one around the 7.5-minute mark, and that should be it. No more than 2 on a 15-minute video.
Okay, we'll just say one beginning, middle, end.
Okay, so 3 at the most.
Right. There was 17 ads.
Jesus.
And that guy, Ty the Guy, I was telling you about, I watched one of his videos, and it only went like 8.5 minutes. So then he proceeds to put his friend, his name's Black Charcoal. He's in that little group. I don't know why.
Black Charcoal?
Don't ask me why.
Jesus.
His name is Black Charcoal. He's a goofy looking motherfucker. It's just him it's like a GIF of just him repeating something for 1.5 minutes. To end the video, he goes, I got to get paid. I mean, at least he came out and admitted what he was doing, but that didn't make it any better.
No, that just shows that, you know you're being a scumbag, and you're basically ruining your content. I don't know how good your content is, the way it sounds. If you got 18 ads,
I don't know.
It's shitty.
There's some, if they just catch my eye to where I'm going to look at them, check them out, curious. But DDG, this son of a bitch, is the worst. Because if he was entertaining somewhat,
it'd be worth it,
kinda. Maybe. But he's boring as fuck. And then it's like, look, I mean, I want you to think about it. 17 ads. Let's just say it's a 20-minute video. Dude, you're almost getting an ad every minute or two.
Basically, yeah.
I want you to just let that sink in. That means around every minute or two, you have an ad that pops up. And some of them you may not be able to skip.
Yeah, see, those are the ones I hate. They're like 30 seconds long, and you can't skip them. Because, see, here's my thing. If I wanted to watch ads, I'd just watch TV. I would watch TV. The reason I go to YouTube, the reason I go to Netflix and Hulu, reason I pay for them is I don't pay for YouTube. There's not supposed to be ads on there. I understand at the beginning of the video, maybe in the middle now, since, everybody's all about getting that ad revenue. But 2, 3 at the most, any more than that, you're just a scumbag. You just want more.
Well, I get a school discount, believe it or not, on YouTube Premium, so it's just like $5.
Oh, hell yeah.
Every now and then I might get it just because, like you can click off, which I've got a setting on my phone where if I click off YouTube, it'll bring down a little window and I can still watch it. So I really, that's why I quit even though it was $5, I quit doing it because I can do that. People are just using so many damn ads, man. It's ridiculous. Supposedly there's an ad blocker. Now, I tried a few yesterday, and it worked on a few, but then it seemed like there's a few ads that you just couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Because I would intentionally skip to almost where the ad would come up. Now, some of them, it made it over.
Oh, hell yeah.
But then sometimes there would be some just randomly make it through.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just gets on my nerves, and I don't understand, number one, why you would want to put that many. Because think if you're a viewer. Some people see them ads and be like, yeah, screw this.
Oh, yeah. If I click on a video and it's 30 minutes and I see like 7 or 8 dashes in that damn bar, if I wanted to skip forward, I immediately go find a different video.
Yeah.
I ain't going to watch it.
Yeah, well, because I was watching Beef, this guy Soluminati, which they're all equally annoying in the end, and you don't know what's real. The fake, they fake beefs, they fake pranks, they fake pregnant. I mean, dude, it's just you don't even know. Everything's so watered down on YouTube now.
Yeah.
So I've limited myself to what I actually do watch, and it's usually gameplay stuff.
Yeah, I normally watch a lot of gameplay videos.
It's the only genuine thing left.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know what's really more. I want you sometime to go click on DDG. Just click on any video and look at how many ads this son of a bitch should be locked up. Yeah, look it up right now.
I'm going to do this right now, so...
Because, let me tell you something. I seen so many, I instantly got pissed off.
Jesus.
That's how mad it made me. And, the thing about it is if my fans called me out on this, if you go look at the comments, you will get a lot of people commenting, yeah, thanks for all the ads.
The DDG family?
Yeah, click on that. That's his little vlog channel.
Okay,
and he's boring as... God, he's so boring.
Well,
why do people like this guy?
Let's go with the 100K shoe collection. Okay, we got an ad. Very first thing.
Yeah, very first thing. A lot of them, you start out with that.
I'm going to skip it.
Yeah. Now,
oh, my God.
You see what I'm saying?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Counting the first one, that's 13.
How many minute video?
In a 24-minute video.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, that right there is actually good. I swear I counted on one of his 17 ads. Guys, this has got to be stopped.
Here's 7 on an 11-minute video.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You are ridiculous. Damn near getting an ad every 2-3 minutes. That's ridiculous.
I don't want to watch commercials. That's why I don't watch TV anymore.
Look, guys, me and Lette understand you got to get paid.
Exactly.
And by all means do that. But I'm sorry to tell you, I don't understand how having 4 or 5 ads I can deal with that.
Yeah.
Not on a 10-minute video.
No, on a 30-minute video.
10-minute video, at most 3.
Yeah.
I feel like really 10-minute, one at the beginning, one at the end. And if I'm a viewer, I know just me. Now, you think how many people think like us.
Exactly.
They don't want to see all them ads,
Oh, no,
dude.
we don't want to see them little yellow hashes in that damn line. Oh, my God, no. Because every time I see that, I immediately
Now, if there's just a few, though, you can deal with that, right?
1, 2, 3 at the most on maybe a 20 to 30-minute video, I can deal with that.
Exactly. And and the thing is, people like G.G.H, he just signed a record deal.
Yeah.
So, see, you don't, and you've already got almost, 2-3 million subscribers on YouTube. Why? You got money.
It's like, you got it made.
Now, these guys, they got like 300K. They don't have a record deal. But then, when I started to like that guy, he did that minute and a half shit where his buddy he did that gif for a minute and a half.
I gotta get paid.
And I want to know what moron would sit there and watch that for a minute and a half. I wonder if there is a stupid son of a bitch that sat there. I mean, I get you got loyal fans, but if you that type of dude,
if you're that loyal, you probably got some mental issues.
You got anything in closing, lady?
Oh, man. I mean, up your content. Quit with the fucking ad spam. It gets old. That's one reason why I've strayed away from YouTube. And I hate to say that.
There's no grind anymore.
No, not anymore. I mean,
no real grind.
Yeah, no real grind. Because, I mean, I grew up watching Shane Dawson. I still watch Jenna Marbles. Once Markiplier, he was at like 20,000 when I first found him. He's at like 20 million now, roughly.
Yeah, how many ads do you think he play? He don't have that many, does he?
Every video I watch like his scary game thing, for example. It'll be like 20 minutes long, and at the most, it might have an ad right in the middle. So there'll be 2. He won't even have them at the end.
Yeah.
There might be 1 at the beginning, maybe 1 in the middle. And that's about it. And that's on a almost 25-minute video.
Yeah. And that's the way it should be.
Exactly.
10-minute video, I don't want to watch no more than 1 or 2. I don't. I'm sorry. Don't bring that bullshit on there. I don't care. Stop. And there's no need for you to do that.
And if you throw a 5-minute long fucking ad on there, you best believe either if it doesn't have that little skip button, I'm going to a different fucking video.
And here's the thing. I know you got to make it to 10 minutes. But have something to talk about in that 10 minutes. Don't just sit there and drag out and talk about dumb shit that don't even relate to the video or that doesn't even need to be spoke on just to try to get to that 10 minutes. Something you could talk about in 4 or 5 minutes. Don't take 10, 15 minutes to talk about. And don't be like G.G.H's sister, Diamond Nicole, as she is the worst for that, a prime example. And by the way, she look like a man. By the way, if your content is not original and you're not that creative, then you shouldn't be doing YouTube.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, if you don't have creativity, don't do YouTube.
Look, and look, man, maybe somebody could say, well, y'all aren't the best podcasters. Okay, cool. Hey, but you know what? We out here trying. We're out here doing it. We're not using bullshit antics and shit that ain't true to make our show better. We're doing it the old-fashioned way.
Oh, yeah, we're not doing it. We're not doing clickbait. We don't sit there and add ads, you know. We ain't doing any of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, me and DT started from the bottom, and we've worked our way up to, like, almost the middle.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
And we're getting there, we're just having fun.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sell out for nobody.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck about money. I've never cared about money. Pay bills, get my daughter and fiance some stuff, and me here
get
and there.
Get some food, and that's about it.
Yeah, and that's it, man. I mean, that's what it's all about. I'm sorry. Some of these people have sold their soul and just to get a few subscribers, and you all got problems.
Definitely.
And you don't need no 10, 15 ads in a 20-minute video. And if that's what you got to do to make money, get your shit together and go get a real job.
Go get a part-time job at least.
You're just basically watching ads the whole video.
Yeah, you're wasting my time.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, let us know what you think. If you all are big YouTube fans like us, let us know what you think. What do y'all think about these new age YouTubers and just in YouTube in general now? Hell, it's a joke to me.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is to me, too.
But guys, that's going to do it for episode 50. I'd like to thank you guys for joining us this week. Guys, stay tuned. We have a lot of things planned on the show, a lot of cool stuff coming up, so definitely stick with us. And we're going to start doing more interviews and bringing more people on the show.
Oh, yeah, we like to bring on people and sit there and have conversations with them. I'm hoping to get Kristen on here more.
Yes, she did. By the way, she did a really good job. Big
I'm proud of her.
Kristen. She really did. We were all a little tense and nervous at first, but that episode ended up being one of my favorites.
Oh my goodness, that probably has to be my favorite one we've recorded.
Yeah, for sure. But guys, thank you guys, and man, no matter if we have people on, we'll still make time for these episodes of just me and Lette. But we're just to the point, man, where we feel like it's time to bring on.
We got to bring on people, and we're working on it. We're getting some equipment upgraded. Getting a couple new mics, hopefully.
Yeah.
Working on a new mixer, and once we get that,
I'd say by about midsummer. Equipment-wise, we should be back on
interviews will be on go, more guests. I mean, even if it's just to come on and bullshit with us.
You damn right.
I'm excited.
But guys, as always, go and follow our Podbean page. Now, quick note that I forgot to mention, I'm going to try to transfer us over to Anchor. So guys, I'd say we will probably, I think you paid for another month of this.
Yeah.
So I think we may ride this out, and after this month, switch over to Anchor. Now, a lot of these episodes, guys, we're probably going to start, I think we decided episode 18 or 20.
Yeah, I think it was 18, because if you go on our YouTube channel, for some reason, like episode 18 has over 120 views, when the rest of them barely have like 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened. We must have done something right, because if I'm thinking it's just me and DT, so we must have done something right.
So it will probably be episode 18 and up will be on the Anchor page. When that transition does happen, we will let you guys know. As always, go down to the bottom of the show notes. Follow all our social media pages. Give us a comment. Let us know if you like this new way of doing the show. If you want us to go back to the segments, hey, man, let us know. To any of the things we talked about, give us your take, man. We want to hear it, for sure. Any ideas, anything you want to hear on the show? Hell, if you just want to shout out, hell, we'll do it for you, man.
Like,
we're not greedy.
Shout this name out. And be like, okay, we got you, fam.
And here's the thing. No ads on the Ready, Set, Show podcast. Well, as of now. But if we ever do have, the most you guys will ever hear is maybe beginning, middle, end. That's it. You will never hear more than 3 ads if we can help it. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you, guys. It's great to be back another week for episode 50 of the Ready, Set, Show podcast. I'm DT.
And I'm Lette.
And remember, this is Podcast Greatness.
Where greatness never dies.
We out.
Deuces.
Peace.
Woo!